What's going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go, and today is part 2 of the Winter Holiday event. And it looks like we got a timed research for the Winter Wishes. We have to catch 5 Pokemon, spin 3 Pokestops or gyms, and power up a Pokemon 5 times. I can do that literally right here, so just give me 1 second. And done. Let's claim them. We're gonna get ourselves a Glacial Lure, we're gonna get some Silver Pineapple Berries, and an encounter with something. Let's see it. What are you? It's a Eevee with the hat. This is a brand new costume Pokemon, and the cool and sad thing about this is that it can be shiny, and it has every single one of its evolutions, which means if you're lucky, all you have to do is to get 9 of them and then hope that you can get the evolutions for the Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon, because those are random. Let's quickly take a look at this thing's IVs. I know it's not a Hundo, but it's a 15, 12, 14. That's not bad at all. And here's the final rewards. We're gonna get ourselves some Stardust, and it looks like we're gonna get some XP as well. And now it looks like we have to choose our path. We have to choose the hatching eggs, catching Pokemon, or collecting Stardust, and each one of them will give you a different bonus. The hatching eggs will give you hatch half distance on all your eggs, catching Pokemon 2 times catch XP, and the collecting Stardust will give you 2 times Stardust per catch, which is really nice. I'm personally gonna go with the egg hatching because I actually really enjoy doing that, so let's confirm this. And now apparently there's no part 2, so that's interesting. I might have to reload the game real quick. And the game should be loaded up any second now. There we go. And let's see if we actually have the research now. We do. All right, perfect. Catch 10 Pokemon, catch 25 Pokemon, catch 40 Ice-type Pokemon, catch 8 different species of Ice-type Pokemon, hatch 3 eggs, and send 25 gifts to friends. Everything about this is the same for everybody except for the part where it says hatch 3 eggs. If you chose the XP one, it's an XP quest, and if you choose the Stardust one, it's a Stardust quest. It's pretty simple. So I'm gonna take care of this over time, but today is my mother's birthday, and I'm gonna go do a birthday lunch with her and some of the family, so I'm gonna try to take care of this while I'm doing that. All right, before I actually cut over to my family and stuff like that for the birthday, I did forget to mention that I'm gonna be hatching a whole bunch of 12-kilometer eggs, because with half hatch distance, that becomes 6 kilometers per 12K egg, and in super incubators, they become 4 kilometers, which is fantastic. Maybe we'll get lucky with that shiny Pawniard in this patch, at least hopefully. Well, that birthday lunch went pretty well. Not only did I get to spend time with my mom and my family, which I don't get to do very often, but we also got a shiny Bergmite. Even though its IVs weren't that amazing, it's still great to have one. Plus, that's my 3rd one, so now I can actually give that to friends that may want it. But now that the lunch is over, I'm out walking. I gotta hatch these eggs. We're currently 2.7 out of 4 kilometers, so we're gonna be really close to hatching these. But also, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hunt around, and looks like that we actually got ourselves a Cubchoo here with the bow. The bow has now been added for the part 2 of the event, but every Spheal you see will not have a scarf anymore. And these Cubchoos do have the chance of being shiny, and you can officially evolve them now. And I'm thinking, let's do it. Let's evolve one of my shiny ones. I actually have 5 shiny Cubchoos with the bow, so let's take a look at these things' IVs real fast. This one's okay. This one's not as good, not as good, not as good, not as good. Well, actually, that's kind of PvP-ish. Let me see what this would be. Would this be 1781? All right, so maybe like an Ultra League thing. Oh, and I'm thinking, let's just do the biggest one. Why not? This is also, I think, my first one ever. So let's turn this one into a shiny, what's it called again? Beartic? Bowtic, I guess, now that it has a bow? Yeah, let's turn it into a Bowtic. I'm happy that we can officially do this now, because in the past, we could not evolve this guy, and a lot of people were really upset about it because Shiny Cubchoo had just been released at the time, and pretty much every single event only gave you bowed Cubchoo, so now we can actually have Shiny Beartics with the bow, and he's disappeared. That's exciting. Look at that. I'm so glad it showed up for at least a couple seconds. But anyways, there we go. We have a Shiny Beartic with a bow finally, and I have plenty of extra ones if anybody ever needs them. Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Good news is the eggs are ready to hatch. Bad news is the game already hatched them without showing them to me for some reason. I even reset the game so that it wouldn't do that, and it still did it, so that's fantastic. But anyways, this is what we got. First off, we got an Inkay, and it's pretty bad. Then we got a Pawniard, we got a Sandile, ooh, new size record, cool. Pancham, Pawniard, ooh, a Hundo Pawniard. Okay, I'm down. Actually, I think that's my 2nd one, which is really awesome. All right, this little Hundo Pawniard's not bad. Wish it was blue, though. Then we got ourselves another Pawniard, a Dino, a Scraggy, an Absol, a Scraggy, and a Volibee, a Larvitar, and that's everything. Now, that's not bad at all. I mean, at least we got that Hundo, which is really cool, but I really do wish that I was able to actually see that hatch, but still, a Hundo Pawniard's really awesome. Well, I guess it's time we claim these rewards, huh? So let's see what we get. Start at the top. We got a Stantler with the Jingle Bells, which is pretty neat, because I just noticed I saw a Stantler earlier that didn't have the Jingle Bells. Counter number 2 is going to be a Cubchoo with a bow. No idea if 437's good, but hopefully it's good. Counter number 3, what are you? A Lapras, high shiny rate, and a 1091. I think I want to be somewhere in the 11s, so I don't think think this one's that great. Encounter number 4 is going to give us a Delibird with a bow and a 456. I have no idea if that's good, but I wouldn't mind getting a Hundo one of these with a bow just for fun. This one's definitely not a Hundo. Okay. Number 5 will be giving us a Darumaka. Not bad. 605 as well. I think that's pretty up there. I forget what the Hundo is, but I know it's in the 600s, so that's cool. What do we got for this one? 605 is actually not as high. Maybe it was like 618 or something like that. It feels like it would be 618. Number 6. What do you got? An Eevee with a hat. Very cool. This is a 439 though. I think it's 459, which is the Hundo, so we're 20 off. And here's the final rewards. It looks like we're gonna get an egg incubator, which is nice, and this should be a Galarian Mr. Mime. It can be shiny. I don't have one yet, so 3, 2, 1. It's not shiny. It's just a tad paler, and an 860 is pretty bad. 886 is the Hundo, so oh well on that one, but at least people I know want these, so I'll just trade it to them. Just confirm it though. 860 is, yeah, not that great. Well, that's cool. I guess now we should just go out and hunt more Eevees, because obviously I want to complete that set and everything. Plus, I'm actually meeting somebody really soon to do a lucky trade, which we'll see in a different video. You won't see it in this one, so fingers crossed that one turns out good. But yeah, let's head out, see what we find. And now it's the next day. Sadly, nothing really overly incredible happened. No shiny Eevees or anything like that, but hopefully we'll get one soon. But it is currently the Hisuian Avalugg day for myself. I know there's a video before this where I did 130 raids, and that's all from across the world. But now we got the local one, and I'm only gonna show you shinies like this one, which was actually my first one. I've only done one raid so far, so it's kind of cool to get this one. It's a 1958, so it's not the best in terms of IVs. We want to get a 1975. Unless we get partially cloudy weather, then we want to get ourselves a 2469. But nonetheless, we just caught this one. I'm down. I want to get as many of them as possible, and I do want to get a Hundo just to have it, because for personal reasons. But this one is, oh wow, a 13, 15, 15. It's cool because I actually have a 15, 13, 15 as well, so we're getting a lot of shiny 96s, or shiny 6s as I like to call them. But as you can see, we've got a lot of raids around us. I'm going to do as many of them as possible, but I'm not going to show you every single check. I'm just going to show you the highlights. So if we get a lot of shinies, awesome. If we get a Hundo, awesome. But if we get just some mass stuff, you're just not going to see it really. And also, we do have a collection challenge, which I've taken care of mostly. We still need to get the Cubchoo with a bow and a Cryogonal, or Cryogonal. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to say that Pokemon, but anyways, once we get these 2 things done, we can complete that, and hopefully we will get a shiny Galarian Mime, because that's the final reward there, so it'll be awesome. And here's another one. This one's a 1922 though, so it's not much better. But like I've mentioned before, this is mostly just for friends that may want them. I know that there's some of my friends right now that aren't able to play this event at all, so it'd be nice to be able to give it to them. And would you look what we got ourselves here, boys? We got ourselves a Cubchoo. This is the last thing I need for the collection challenge. I found a Cryogonal a little bit earlier, which is really awesome. I'm just glad that we're finally done with this little thing. Not that it was a big deal, but you know, it's kind of chilly outside and I don't want to be here too long. Now that we've caught it, let's just give it a couple seconds and we should, there we go. Collection challenge number 85 complete. And with that, we can get our Galarian Mime. So let's claim this real quick. We're gonna get ourselves an incense. We're gonna get ourselves some XP. Wow, 10,000 XP, that's a lot. And the encounter is not shiny. Oh man, and an 852, not very good at all. I was really hoping that I would get the shiny for this. They're not putting it in raids or anything like that, you know, so getting this is gonna be slightly difficult, but whatever, still cool to see it. And another one, awesome. We're also almost done with the first hour of the event. It's currently 2:57, so not bad. I think that's 3 for the hour. And a 1939 will be, yeah, 14, 10, 13, cool. And here's number 4, 1925, so you already know how those IVs are gonna be. All right, this one's pretty cool, a 1963 shiny, like I'm down with that one. My 96 is a 1967, so maybe this one will have decent IVs. Hopefully it'll have 15 in attack. Not that it overly matters. I hear this thing's decent for PvP, but it's really not good for raids or anything like that. And there are a lot of Master League things that do take this thing out, but let's just take a look at this one for fun. It's got 15 attack, awesome. Well, this is a wonderful little surprise. Check it out, we got a Shiny Shadow Sableye. I'm trying to get a whole bunch of 12-kilometer eggs for a video, because we do have half-hatch distance right now, so it makes hatching those things really stupidly easy. So cool that we got this one, and a 295. I don't know if that'll be good for PvP, but I want it to be good for PvP. Just as a flex, when you purify these things, they get return, and that makes them insanely useful in PvP. So let's see it. Is this the one? It is not even close. All right, but still, our third one. I'm down with that. I want to say this is number 5, so I'm totally down, and a 1958, so it's not half bad, but I've yet to get a Hundo out of a lot of raids right now. I just want to get a Hundo, and I think I just wrapped it there. Even if it was shiny or not, I don't care. I just kind of want it, you know? But in the end of the day, I can't complain because we're having some really good luck today, and we had some decent luck yesterday as well. So what's this one look like? Oh, wow, 1450. 13. So the raid day's been over for a little bit, and I've been doing some raids and basically just editing at the same time because I'm trying to meet up with some family really soon. But I just got a raid from my buddy Leek here, and it's a hundo. I saw it, 1975. This could be a potential shundo, but in the end of the day, I do not care. I have the hundo, so let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Do we get the orange? We do not, sadly, but that is a hundo, 1975. Super happy about it. Let's just catch this thing real fast, and I think this will be my very last one, just because, you know, I don't really need any more shinies. I finally got the hundo. Like, I'm pretty set. But let's just see, is it actually the hundo, or was I wrong? Nope, that's the hundo. Beautiful. Leek, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you. And in total, it took me 219 Avalugg raids. I have caught every single one of them. That is a lot of raids, but if we think about it, I believe that it's a 1 in 216 odd of getting the hundo. So we were only over by like 3, so that's actually not bad at all things considered, though obviously I would have liked to have gotten it far before getting to 219. But that's RNG. Sometimes you get really lucky, sometimes you have to do a ton of raids to get what you're looking for. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 100K subscribers, and we're getting closer every single day, so if you haven't already subscribed and you really liked what you saw, please do. And if you really enjoyed the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest you check out this video right here. But with that being said, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you in the next one.